What's up everyone, this is Alexis from Nitrous and Sour. Today we'll do a quick tutorial about the HUD, the head on display. We're gonna make it look like a RPG game. So first off, you go in your... anywhere. I go in my third person blueprint folder and I start by creating in the user interface a widget blueprint that I can call RPG HUD. And if we go in it, there's nothing, but that represents the screen. My screen that I can put things on and it will appear on my player screen. So now what we'd like to do first is put two progress bar, because usually in an RPG you have life, health and mana. Let's expand the health and mana bar. Good, and we can go on the style. And of course, we'll do more beautiful things later. We'll just start by setting up the HUD. So in the background image, we'll just put a simple color. We'll put the red, but darker, really darker. And for the fill image, we'll put the red, but really clear. So if we put the bar at 100, usually you have a blue tint for no reason. You put that at 0 and everything's working. So if we look at the bar, we can put it black all the way. If we look at the bar, it kind of looks like a health bar moving, and we're gonna do the same thing for the mana bar. Now we have like the simplest head on display, and we used progress bar so we could have a progression. What we can do real quick is put the text inside of it. You could put it outside of it, but you can anchor it inside and it's locked in place. And you write health, and don't forget to anchor the progress bar and that to the screen, because if you start changing the size of the screen, like this one is a 1280 by 720, but if the player start changing his own screen, if you don't anchor it, it's not gonna move accordingly. So now we have the mana. Like I just said, don't forget to. Good, but now that will not first off, it will not show on the screen what we just did, and the mana and health isn't linked to anything. So what we can do is in our third character BP, just create a variable called health and a variable called mana. They're both gonna be float. Compile and put everything to 1 because we're using a progress bar. So 1 is 100%, 0 would be 0%. And the other thing you want to do is on event begin. So when the game starts, we're gonna create a widget. The class, we're gonna select the RPG HUD that we just created. We're gonna add to viewport. And we're gonna add the widget to viewport. And everything should work right now. Like we have the widget. Now we want to link the health from the progress bar to the anim blueprint. So what we're gonna do is click on the progress bar, and on the percentage we're gonna create binding. We're gonna call it health. I'm gonna call it health 1 because I already had something called health in my widget, but you won't have this problem. And we're gonna cast it to third person and get the player character. And then all we want to do is get health, because that's the variable we're gonna set in the progress bar. And we're gonna do the exact same thing for the mana. Create binding. We're gonna call it mana. It's the exact same concept, but now we're gonna get the mana. That's what we're gonna set in the progress bar. So now if you want to see if it's working, just go in your character blueprint, and if you take the variable health and you change it in your character blueprint and the mana too, it's the number will change in the widget, and the widget will appear the difference. So if you ever like take damage or whatever, it's gonna be in the character blueprint, but it's gonna apply for your widget. Now let's try to make it look a bit cooler. What you should do is go online and just write a RPG asset or RPG HUD asset. Sorry, I already have a couple. You'll either have some things like that. Those could be the best because there's a little shading and they're good looking health bar. I just find this for the Dark Soul HUD. So sometimes it happens you'll just find that, but you can cut it. You go and edit. You just cut what you want, and if you see in my edit, it's looking different, like it's looking transparent, but that's good because it means when we put it in our HUD, it's gonna look transparent to you. You'll see. Like, I'm not gonna do it because I've already cut myself some HUD asset all over here. This, as you see. So we're gonna put it over here, and I already have a couple of health bar. Let's do that, and you want to have a fill and no fill. What happened is I think I didn't have no fill for this one, so I just went in paint and I painted black. So now it's look filled and no fill. I'll just put the no fill, then you don't put any tint because it would change the color, right? The same. Now you see it's looking really nice. That's cool. And the other thing that we took is the little ability image from Dark Souls. So we're gonna take an image, put the image over here, and I'm sorry, man, it's brush. I was looking for image, but it's brush, then you can put your image. And you see, it's looking a bit transparent. And it's really nice. You could just copy paste it, sorry. And put like 3 of them. Like that. And don't forget, you have to anchor them to the right place. Is this one still anchored? Yes. Next tutorial, I'll do some ability, and we can put the ability inside of these image, and it's gonna have a cooldown and everything. But for now, we just have the design. That's it. So now it's looking pretty cool. And if we have the life point that we set in our character blueprint, and I kind of changed the percentage in the HUD, so it changed it for the blueprint too. And we see the 3 ability on the corner that we didn't do anything with them, but it's quite nice. So that's gonna be it for today. See you next time, everyone, and have a wonderful day.